right. What's going on, everybody? Big Dog Brett. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate you guys being here. We got a great show for you guys today. Went to G Day, was there with the wife and our youngest son, and had a great time. I don't know why the color in this is making me look so red, but that'll be okay. Uh, we're going to give people just a few more minutes to go ahead and join, and then we'll get into the actual video of the game here. There's a lot to talk about, and I'm not a great cameraman because I was trying to both watch the game, record the game, not ignore my wife and kids, so it was quite a bit to it. Um, this may be the only video that you get to see of G Day of the actual gameplay, and I don't know if it's going to be allowed to stay up because I don't really know the rules for that. I would assume it's going to be allowed to stay up, but I don't really know. We're going to kind of find out as we go here. So, like I said, we're going to give people a few more minutes. We're going to see what happens. They've changed some of the layouts to this. I don't really like it. Yeah. Plus, I was paying for StreamYard, man. It went up to like $50 a month, and I'm like, guys, I don't like you that much. I like you. Like you that much. $50 a lot for something online. Appreciate you guys being on here. Colby, David Relaford, appreciate you being here, sir. Looks like he was at the game or one of the games. Brad Pitt, one of our infamous members. We've seen him quite a few times over the years. Trenches, I was actually sending him videos during the game. He was getting live updates, as it were. Lots to talk about. Just as a heads up, this particular video, these videos are welded together. I tried to cut out some of the in between play stuff, so it's going to go kind of quick. I didn't get a whole lot in the first half because I was really absorbed in watching the game. There was like 7 or 8 3 and out. Felt like I think the first 3 or 4 drives were 3 and outs. One of those drives that broke up to 3 and out was a first down over the middle to Lawson Lucky. And then there was another 3 and out. It just went like that the whole first half. It really seemed like the defense was playing its best ball in the first half. Then it kind of seemed like they kind of settled into a rhythm on offense, and we got to see more. We got to see more offensive firepower. So from a video standpoint, the first half video really wasn't all that exciting to watch, or the first half of the game was not all that exciting to watch. But the second half, which is what I was able to record most of, that's where the majority of the fireworks were. There was one point where a cameraman was actually coming up the steps kind of close to where we were at, and they were recording all the kids, and I was trying to get his attention and get my son on the Jumbotron, and 2 awesome plays happened, and I missed recording them. But I was focused trying to get my son. So if you see that video somewhere else, sorry I missed it. But man, it was a lot of fun. So let me see if I'm also while we're getting set up here. Is that a Hitman shirt? If so, I'm pretty jealous. I'm not gonna lie. No, it's that. What's going on, M. Charles? Appreciate you being here, sir. We're gonna get into the video here in just a second. I'm trying to find the stats. I think I may have found it. TJ final stats. Here we go. Oh boy, this thing reads like stereo instructions. You know what? We're going to use this page. It's as good as any. All right, guys. We're coming up on the 10-minute mark. We're going to go ahead and get started here. I'm going to shift the camera angles around just a little bit. I think this will give you guys a better kind of view. We're going to start it over here. One thing I want to point out, you can see that the lower bowl is not even full. Maybe there was 30,000 people here, maybe 40. I don't know what the actual number that they put out was, but I can tell you attendance suffered greatly. I don't know if that is because of the the way that they did it. The tickets were $10 a year this year, which not really happy about that. With it being, it's been free for forever. In the last couple of years, it's been 5, and then this year it was 10. Maybe it was 8 last year or something. I don't remember exactly, but I can tell you, I didn't really like the way they did it this year. They sold tickets online, so you had a ticket and you had a seat number. Most of the tickets, which if you look in the center over here, is where most people sat, of course, was in the center. I managed to pick our tickets out so that we were just in the shade. Probably should have got us in the sunshine, but it was a little bit chilly, but not bad. But yeah, the layout of the stadium seems a lot more fluid. Like from the other end of the end zone where you normally walk in, like if you were to come in under the Jumbotron, like across the bridge, you can't just walk onto the bridge now or drive across that bridge. It's completely sealed off. They have entrance scanners to scan to come in. Now, where we parked to where we walked to was probably the closest we've ever gotten, but it's because attendance was so low. As we were driving to the stadium, there was almost nobody walking up and down the street. We got there in time for the dog walk. Our son really enjoys that. But overall, I would say a pretty tame crowd, pretty laid back, not a lot of noise, not a lot of excitement, really. You'll hear a few times where the crowd kind of gets into it, but not a whole lot. But without further ado, we're going to get into it. Just so you know, this video is about 30 minutes long. I'm probably going to skip some of the stuff during halftime. Give you some commentary as we go. So, this was just a quick handoff. You guys notice here the defense was very fast. I thought the defense was quick. Hurry. Like I tell you, I tried to weed out a lot of the small stuff. Drop back. First half, there weren't a lot of passes. This is a great catch. This is actually a one-handed catch.
Yeah!
Hear me hollering.
Man, what a catch.
I'm terrible cameraman. I'm shaking the camera all over the place.
Number 6, C.J. Wiley.
Watch this catch.
For a big game inside red
This is a one-handed catch. It's a great catch. Burns, like, bang. Her head is on her arm.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of the camera angles will get better here as the day goes on.
Oh, nice.
Duck under and check down.
That
there.
was pass
Defense
interference.
was all over it. Defense got there a little early, so there was some PI there. They didn't call it. Rose, a little behind. He was getting pressure from the left side.
It's about a 50-yarder.
I want to say it was almost 50 yards. Gotta be a little.
Hey, what do we
41, 43 or 41.
Got
You
it.
have plenty of leg on that. It's landing way up here. Nice little pass here. Cut. It's right in the middle. It was all in the first half.
Batted away.
13-3 here. It was a touchdown pass on this.
What did I say?
Make sure it is spread out here, and we're really throwing the ball around a lot. I think one of the quarterbacks threw Gunner stopped 34, 17 for 34, like 300 yards, which is really impressive. 2 of those passes accounted for, I want to say like 80 or 90 yards, though. This is the halftime. They had some stuff on the Jumbotron. Wouldn't be
by Todd Wallace.
because there's several minutes to this. Fun to watch. I think that's the end of it. Pixar stuff. Never have some photo Jumbotron, let me tell you. Let me back up. Back a little bit more. There we go. All right. You're gonna see a killer pass right here. It's the replay. Big pass. Right in the basket.
Place number 16,
London Humphreys. He had a day, man. London Humphreys had a great day. I think this is Bo Walker right here. I'm not sure.
There you go.
Got a little ankle tackle right here, or he'd have been gone. There's a play right here that confuses even me. Yeah, that was open go. There's another one here that just confuses me to no end. Can I watch it? Can I turn down the game volume? Sure. Let's see that. Is that better? Is that better? You hear me okay? I think it's this one. Yeah, it was that one. So this play right here.
Oh, nice.
This play right here, after they'd run the same formation, it looks like it's going to be a handoff. That's either Chauncey Bowens or Bo Walker. He fakes the handoff and like that's the pitch out. Here it is. So fakes this handoff, really gets a bite there and boot right over the top. Great play.
Wow,
I mean,
nice.
just a great play design. There's Nate Frazier. Good blocking. Defense here. I mean, if you watch the defense, like you can tell, they kind of dialed it back. Great catch by Oscar Dill.
Oscar Dill.
Thanks, Kobe. Always appreciate the feedback, sir. Classic kind of James Cook player, what it reminds me of that. But also the running back get around the corner, but the defense is just fast. Like you rarely find the defense out of position. The offensive line doesn't really seem to be doing as much as we would like for them to do, but they're doing it. Great pass here. Dylan Bell. You guys can always come back in your free time and watch these, you know, frame by frame if you want to. Tried to get something out for you guys because I knew it wasn't televised. Nice little mix-a-roo there, and still had the option to hold the ball. You can see here, and I'm going to back this one so you can watch it again. I want you to watch where, look how much movement's on the defense. Everybody kind of is getting focused here. Everybody here is on the top of the field. And then there's a shift here. Look how fast the linebacker gets past this number 11 right here. And then he's just biting down. Bang! This came from the middle of the field and met him at the corner. Super fast, great read, great speed. TJ Allen was having a great day. KJ Bolden. I actually thought he was going to throw the ball, and he actually scrambled out. So I didn't get that in frame, so shame on me. But so there was actually, I don't know if I got him on video or not, but there was actually a couple of different quarterback design draws. It was really nice. Great pass here, caught, touchdown.
That was a great catch.
I mean, that was just as pretty as you could get. They're going to show in this right here. And from this point, after this point, the red team kind of runs away with it. Up, offensive line block there. Bang. Caught over the defender, hanging on to it. Right through. Touchdown. Finish that battle. And off of the gut, and great push right here from the Blacks team's offensive line. Push, pick up about 4 yards there. Anytime you can get that, I don't know if Justin Williams was a linebacker. I didn't really see him much. Doesn't mean he wasn't, but I mean, trying to see everything that's going on live is like drinking from a fire hose. It's tough to catch everything. Tough to catch you pass. Little high snap there. This guy right here, number 19, may not know who number 19 is. If you don't know who number 19 is, you're in the majority of people that don't know. Ryan Puglisi is number 12. Gunnar Stockton, as I'm sure you know, is number 14. And I think his name is Zachariah. No. He's like a third string backup quarterback. They let him play a little bit. He seemed to be a little bit kind of nervy, kind of scramble around. I mean, he's very athletic, looked good. A little bit inexperienced. Punts were absolutely atrocious. Drew Miller punted 5 times. Don't let the paperwork fool you. Drew Miller punted 5 times for 224 yards, averaging 44. He had a long of 64. Henry Bates had 4 punts for 130 yards, averaged 32 yards a punt. One was 40 long. I was not impressed with the punting game today. Peyton Woodring kicked all the field goals today. 144, 135. Both those were good. Liam Badger also kicked the field goal, 23-yarder. Liam and Peyton were on kickoffs. There he goes. A great run play here. We're going to back it into that one more time. Doc Powers. Right? Watch this. Bang! Wide open. Puts a move on and just trucks this guy. I love seeing that truck. I got a little late on that one. I think that was Bo Walker.
Bo Walker, man.
That was Bo Walker. Okay. Get some replay on that. Nothing fancy here. Very Nick Chubb-esque, that kind of blocky run style. Very powerful.
Yeah,
close to a touchdown. And this, I think, is a toss to a tight end right here. Ryan Puglisi. Classic toss to a tight end. A little bit missed thrown there. A little bit missed run route 1 and 2. Yeah. Bo's going to be nasty. That's a fact. So here we are. Nice little just, whoop, here you go, get it away, get around to the corner all day. Yes, sir. London Humphreys again. Looks like London Humphreys is going to be a big part of this Georgia team. He had 1 rush. He got a touchdown out of it. So he had 1 rush on Black. Not showing him as a touchdown. Or they counted that pass as a touchdown. London Humphreys had 2 touchdowns for the red team. For the Black team. Nate Frazier had a touchdown for the offense. The red team, Gunnar Stockton had 2 touchdown passes. Ryan Puglisi had 1 touchdown pass. By the way, Ryan played for both red and black team. Sokovia White had 1 receiving touchdown. Jeremy Bell had 1 receiving touchdown, and Colby Young had 1 receiving touchdown. Colby Young only caught 1 pass in that game that counted, but he got another one that didn't count. That was a catch. Dylan Bell had the most catches. He had 5. London Humphreys had the next 4. Defense really seemed to be getting, I won't say lackadaisical here, but kind of laid back. Definitely not flying around the field like they were in that first half. I think maybe.
Oh, that was nice. Oh, went to him anyway.
Right, that right there, even though this was a tackle in open field, I want to show you this again just a little bit. Like death in the background there. So Ryan Puglisi here realizes that the pocket is breaking down. So you can see the linebacker is following the running back, but he's also keeping an eye.
Oh, that
But he's got help coming up, and he decides right here, I've got help in the secondary. I'm going to turn and come for the
was nice.
quarterback.
Oh,
At the same time, one of the linemen gets through, and Ryan Puglisi realizes it. At this point, he throws the ball to
went to him
really
anyway.
the only option he
Oh,
has
good
to keep
tackle.
being sacked.
Good
Now, they did
tackle.
lose yards on this play. Making a tackle in open space here is a great credit to the defense. And most of the time, an offensive player is going to get loose from that and play other lesser teams. That was actually the best call. There was a lot of batted balls. I want to say there was 5 or 6 batted balls today. Back home on the camera wiping it off there. I think it was the defensive line that's really been taught to put their hands up. We saw a lot of guys like they put their hands up really quick. That was a little bit of a low pass, but this wide running back really makes the most of it. I think that was so well. This punt. I think this was the only good punt of the day. Yeah, that was the only good punt I saw that day. Now this right here, watch this. He doesn't get tackled. Like he got loose and they blew the whistle. And it's because they were doing no contact. But in real life, he wouldn't tackle him. He would not have tackled him there. He got probably 5 or 6 yards. That was Zachariah Branch, boy. Zachariah Branch also, I think, got the opening kickoff as well. Yeah, pretty sure that was Branch on the return. Very fast. Very fast. Very nimble, too.
nice.
See, this right here, and I'm going to back this up so we can look at this again. This doesn't
Nice.
seem like that much of a exciting kind of Georgia play. But if you'll notice, this is something you don't see a lot. I don't think there was a lot of drop balls that they could have caught. I think there were drop balls that were very difficult to catch, but there was maybe 1 or 2 that hit them in the hands that were, you should have caught that kind of plays, you know. This play right here, I really haven't seen run at Georgia, and it's where you hand the ball to the running back. He kind of sits for about half a second. You just don't see this at Georgia very much. Typically, it's a hand the ball and go. So watch right here. He hands it off, and the running back just sits for like half a second. 1, 2, go. Sit, go.
Nice.
And so that's a really effective wrinkle that we haven't seen in a long time. It's nice to see that. Nice guard of a pass right there. By the way, Puglisi does have a cannon. And there was a couple of times where he really put some fire on the ball, and the receivers couldn't catch it. They were open, because it just came across so high and they just couldn't catch it. Probably know this place where the business is dirty again. I was eating popcorn. Tell me that. Nice pass here. Bang. That was catchable. I think I showed the replay of this to see. This is catchable. Yeah, that was catchable. Just a little bit on his left side arm. His left side, left arm. Look at here. Watch this. Look how fast that defense got over there. Now, we did pick up 3 or 4 yards, but man, that defense was flying right there. Fourth quarter, 8 minutes to go. 9 minutes to go. And the red team starts pulling away. Ryan Puglisi feels the pressure. Gunnar Stockton feels the pressure. Throws it away. And that's what you like to see, a quarterback who's not trying to do too much. This was actually a really well-kicked punt. But it was a short field, but it was kicked right down to the 5. No chance to return. Here's some of the stats at that point in the game. Lawson Lucky had 2 receptions for 34 yards or something. I think every player averaged like 15 to 18 yards a catch. They really threw a lot of passes. And it was nice to see that the Georgia offense, yes, we want to be able to run the ball, but we clearly weren't scared to stats. There was some plays here that this was one of them that even though the defense was fast, Jay Allen with 6 tackles right here. So this play confused me. Maybe it wouldn't have confused you, but it got me. Fakes the handoff. I thought it was going number 84, but he didn't. It went behind him. The defense was just fast enough to outcorner him. Donell Aguero had 5 tackles. I didn't even know that. Some of those stats were lagging. Justin Williams had 3 tackles for loss. Jay Allen had 2 tackles for loss. So you can see that the defense was doing a really solid job. Give me a thumbs up down in the chat there if you guys appreciate the view we have here in the video. Not getting a lot of feedback yet.
Good defense.
That was just a good call.
Pass is broken up
Field goal, 2 field
by
goals.
number 24, John McKelly.
There.
Fourth down.
They wouldn't let me up in the ESPN booth, guys. Sorry. All this is filmed on my Kia flip phone. Nice pass and catch there. Thank you, Wes. I appreciate that. Chauncey Bowens, 5 rushes for 38 yards. Black team, 8 rushes for 44 yards. I think that was Bowers. Thumbs up on the video helps a lot, guys. It really does. Comments in the comment section show interaction and that you guys are interested. So if you just drop any kind of comment, like Go Dogs or whatever in the comments
There
or in
we
the
go.
chat section, it helps too. London Humphreys, 3 receptions for 60 yards. At that point in the game, he was averaging 20 yards a catch. Oh, he had a killer day. Killer day. Red team defense right here, I think, steps it up. I did see maybe 1 sack, maybe 2 sacks the whole game. Great catch there across the middle. I think the 44-yarder was the only long field goal. That was in the first half. I mean, the very first scores of the game. So move there, good defense, good offense. Kind of giving you a whole field view here. Drops back. Check now. He has lots of options here. Big Dog Brett, number 1. Thank you, ZJ. Or King Zay. We got a fair bit to go here. Literally, they got to see home. Wait. Fact, sir, fact. Waiting on me. I'm doing all I can, bro. That right there was a little bit late. I mean, a little bit early.
Penalty. Flag.
You might be right, Charles. One of the Robinsons might pull it out. Didn't see Branson or Roderick Robinson today on the field at all. Pass interference, so they called the eye on that. 4 minutes to go, 3:44, 4-4.
That was pass interference, my guy.
Thanks, Zay. Appreciate that. It's just I get so
We just love it, man.
it's so difficult for me to
on
make
here.
content in the offseason.
Almost every
Yeah, Bo
time.
Walker did really well. That should have been caught. Bo Walker had 8 carries for 52 yards.
Colts.
He had a loss of 8. Net was 44, so he averaged 5.5 yards a carry. Chauncey Bowens averaged 7.6 yards a carry. Looked really good. Both of them looked really good. Watch this.
Gotta hang on to it, man.
Love that play, though. I love that play. Well, apparently you can't be a volunteer. You can't call yourself a volunteer if you really get paid. You have to be a volunteer.
Yes.
4th down.
Yes. Yes.
See what we get here. Can't remember this, but I think this is a corner end zone shot. Added ball there. Right here, you can see like he was way too close to the line, and just that defender's right in his face. He's both hands up. Knocks it down. Knocks it down. Nice little check down here. Reminds me of Brock Bowers big time. Look at that. Great speed to turn and get away from that defense like that. So there's a lot of little things like that throughout this entire D-Day that just made it interesting for me to watch. See, that was unnecessary. He had nowhere to go. He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was just nothing there. My son's having a great time. He's all fired up. Nice pass.
Yep.
That's not the pass I was thinking of. It might be the next drop.
That's a good point.
All right, let's see what we get here.
Oh!
Yeah, that fire right there across the middle. We're gonna back that up and look at it again too. So this pass is just a dart, and if you watch as you watch that tight end, I think it's a tight end. He comes around and he just sits, and he's just standing there. He's just waiting. I'm gonna pause it. Runs out right in front of the referee here. Turns and sits. Now everybody's thinking the ball's gonna go to the low side of the field. You can see. He realizes just to the right of the referee, there's a defender there who realized, oh snap, I'm out of position. And then it's just a bang shot. Love seeing that, dude. Great pass, great catch. And then turn and get upfield about 5 yards. Here's that deep shot. No, that's not it. What am I thinking?
There it is.
This one?
Wide open.
Might be this one.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, that was a great shot. He dropped it, but I mean, still, that was just a great pass and catch. You got to catch him, but man, it was a great pass and catch. This is such a young Georgia team. So many new faces, so many new players. Hard to say any positions really solidified with anybody from last year. I'm just enjoying watching the whole thing. Well, there is a lot of drops, no doubt, but that was still early. That's still early. But you're also talking about they threw the ball in this game like
There he goes.
total of like 100 times.
Throw it away. There you go.
Yeah, smart way to throw it away. You're not trying to do too much. I don't think I caught the quarterback draw on video. There's a great pass. And he come up with it too. Like they were fighting over it. See? Catch. Right, yeah, come on down. That's a catch. See, that right there is one of the best catches of the game. Focus. Danielson. Right back. Bang. Beautiful catch. Beautiful pass right there. One of the best of the game, really. Here's the instant replay. This is a great passing catch. Here we go. Look at that ball. Just perfectly thrown. Drops it right in. Defender has no chance. Carson Beck can never make that pass, folks. That was White. Jacoby White. I think it was Jacoby White. Yeah, it was Jacoby. I love this play right here. This guy is so open. And the reason that he's open is because they're expecting a deep field shot here because you've got all these runners on like just deep routes. And then this look how far everybody is behind him. Like everybody is past the 35-yard line and he's down at the 25-yard line. I didn't see any injuries over there. Great news. There was one player who went down momentarily, maybe two that went down momentarily, and they got up and ran off the field. Some of the better passes in this game occurred very late in the game at Austin. I think that this is a very, very good Georgia defense playing against pretty good Georgia offense. Look at that. That ball was a little bit behind. Yeah, Gunner's got an arm. So does Puglisi.
Got him.
Yeah, he'd have been sacked.
He's down.
They assume. I agree, Charles. We definitely need to see him at full power, and we'll get to see him at full power. I think they open against Austin Peay. Nice pass here. Little bit underthrown. But yeah, he got smacked for sure. This was cute. They had one of the little girls down there with the Suicide Squad. Excuse me, with the Savage. Not the Dad Squad, but I forget what they call themselves. They're there, all the homies. Do this section. Look at this player dance in the middle. You see it? Now look. We're gonna back up a little bit. Watch this player dancer right here. Look at him dance in the middle of the field. Red team 34, black 17. We'll go upstairs with mom. She'll go to Walmart. Love you. Okay, there you go. You're welcome, hon. So let's get that out of there. So that was the G-Day. A lot of the video that you saw was me recording it from the stands and trying to pay attention to everything else. So the camera angles weren't the greatest. Better than what you got from ESPN. So yeah. Guys, I really appreciate you being here. I'd like to get your thoughts down in the comment section, what you guys liked, what you didn't like, what you did see, what you enjoyed. I'm going to say, Brett, like, give Gunner some time, bro. He can throw it like a dog. I agree. You can go over to georgiadogs.com. I'm going to post the link here in the comment section. You can actually follow this link, or you can use this link here, and it will take you to the G-Day stats. So if you want to see the stats for the whole game, you can go over there and then pull up all the stats and review the game. On the whole, let's see here if I can find it. First quarter, Georgia, the red team scored 3. Second quarter, black scored 3, and Georgia, the red scored 10. Black scored 14 points in the third. Red scored 14 points in the third. Black scored 0 in the fourth, and the red team scored 7 in the fourth for a total of 34-17. If we go down, we look at passing. Ryan Puglisi for the black team threw the ball 20 for 46 for 172 yards, and he threw 3 for 3 on the red team for 52 yards. So he threw for a total of 224 yards. Hezekiah Melander was the other guy. Coulter Jen also threw a couple. He had some big passes. He had 2 for 2, threw for 57 yards. Zachariah Branch, y'all missed it early. They did like a little double pass play. He picked up like 4 yards. Gunner Stockton was 17 for 34, which is 50%. I get, but he threw for 309 yards, guys. 309 yards. That's a lot. That's a lot. Ryan got sacked one time. Melander got sacked one time. A lot of great stats if you guys want to go through them, but at the end of the day, hey, I enjoyed it. I hope they call me tomorrow. I doubt they will, but if they call me tomorrow, I would definitely go join their team. So yeah. But guys, hit the like and subscribe button. If you're not a member already, please become a member. You can support the channel through super chats. You can support the channel through merchandise purchases. You can support the channel through just leaving a comment and hitting a thumbs up and telling your friends about us. So we're going to do some more comment here in the off season. Hope you guys enjoyed the G-Day videos I was able to get out to you. Leave your thoughts, what you liked, didn't like, what you saw, what you would have liked to have seen down below. And we'll see you guys real soon. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day. God bless.